May statement kayo regarding sa ano ni Ramon.
Okay, we appreciate and thank Mr. Tulfo for the information that he has featured in his column in the Inquirer today. And we appreciate his concerns with regards to the text messages that are reported to be going around, which basically tends to show a false sense of discontent in the way the government is being run now. We, at the department, cannot believe that the inner circles, and especially the members of cabinet in the government of President Aquino, will allow themselves to be used and be manipulated for the ends of any group or any person. The President has been very clear. He intends to follow his program of government and furtherance of good governance and good government. And we stand shoulder to shoulder with Mr. Ramon Tulfo when he calls for our people to rally behind the President, to push for the programs of the government, because at the end of the day, the beneficiaries of these programs will be our people and the whole of our nation.
So sir, no best plan kayo na monitor?
Especially at this time, I don't think we should give credence to these reports. But as usual, if we receive these reports, we have to check it out.
So wala sir talagang nag-monitor. And talaga ninyo sir, saan simula yung...
Well, anybody can start it. We try to monitor kung saan ang gagaling yung mga ganyan. And definitely, we're concerned about security. So, this will be our concern.
So, hindi niyo tayo imbestigahan kung bakit?
Mukhang kahit sino kasi pwedeng magkalat ng mga ganyan. Yeah, it's been going around ever since the government of President Aquino started. So, what's new? I don't think, especially at this point in time, and you can feel it among the people will be the best judge. I don't think there is.
Sir, ano reaction mo with the Secretary of the...
Well, it's the same. I'm stating the reaction of the Secretary. We were together this noon.
So this is not new?
This is not new, and we should not give credence to it. There's no basis. Again? Bakit meron ba kayong nararamdaman? People will always attempt, di ba? Kung meron mga selfish interest, they will always attempt. Pero kung magpo-prosper man yan, or may katotohanan yan, is another thing.
But, there's already an ongoing investigation prior to
let's put it this way. Yung mga ganyan kasi, these things are always monitored. Yung mga text messages yan, while we appreciate and thank Mr. Tulfo for passing this on, I'm sure that our operatives and especially the Secretary has already received this information.
Any information kung may supporters ng PFP or...
Wala, layo. Lalo na ngayon, napakalayo naman yung ganyan possibility.
Hindi mo to the extent na maybe this stuff wouldn't succeed without the involvement of
We don't even have to talk about it dahil wala nga eh. I don't think we should talk about this topic any further. We're just building mountains out of molehills.
How about the proposal of military lawmakers publicly at Philippine security and military outside
I don't know from where they're coming from. It's a free country, they can always express their opinion.
Are you amenable to that view?
So,
To scrap the NDP
for what reason?
because they don't see it as beneficial and they say that you have to see the usual line.
Let's put it this way, a country will always look after its own interest. It will support moves which will further the interest of its own nation.
So you are not in favor of that.
Bakit I don't see any reason why we should even entertain it now.
Because mentioned in the NTV that it's only the Pacific side that kaming mangyari kalang talaga but they used to come say of the British and the eastern side wasn't mentioned.
I'll have to look into the document being mentioned.
So what benefits have we gained from the
We have to go back to history to discuss that.
Yesterday, Vietnam had its life library.
Yeah.
Di ba tayo naalala?
Well, yung mga ganyan naman na yung ASEAN, as an ASEAN nation, we are informed about this, that we're going to conduct this land firing. In the same way that we also conduct these drills and joint exercises in that area. And we situate that we do not include in anybody's territory. And situate that, of course, these drills and exercises are conducted safely. Well, we don't really know the intentions of Vietnam, but this is being scheduled. So it doesn't come as if it's a reaction to developments in the Spot East. I wouldn't say that.
So, just the other position that is support Vietnam and the deal that is
Let's put it this way, tayo din naman kasi mag-conduct din tayo mga exercises sa Palawan, di ba? Yung karat, matagal na nakaschedule yan. Definitely, but yung mga reported intrusions nga, ang magagawa lang natin dyan is to try to come up with a credible presence and deterrence in the area. We are firm in our resolve to protect the territories that we are claiming. And we would like to call the attention of all our neighbors, all interested in the please, to revisit the commitments as far as the declaration of code of conduct in the South China Sea. As responsible nations, I think it's incumbent upon all these nations to observe the commitments in this declaration.
Kung ano bang effort na usap ba tayo since Taiwan is already may mga movement na rin ng mga warships nila in deploying soon because of the incursions of China also or territories they're claiming. Wala akong bang effort na mag-usap-usap yung 6
Well, that's a very good suggestion. I think they will discuss this possibilities too. Because even as far as the Philippines is concerned, ang policy pa rin natin is to resolve all these competing claims by way of diplomatic channels and continued dialogues. And we intend to make use of the ASEAN to China to resolve all these conflicts. So definitely, with the reported increased activities of China and what you're saying, the ASEAN countries will have to really sit down and talk about these developments.
Sir, may mga reported naman ulit tayo na meron ulit ginawa ang China. May you show any interest?
So far, wala out of the 6 and possibly 7 incidents.
The last one was
May 21-20. So bawat sa
hindi mo nasa tanong na pwede mga tingnan sa sagot ng China doon sa Pilipinas.
Well, ang amor proprio, hindi naman pwedeng tanggapin natin on a personal basis itong ganito. Remember that when we react, we are reacting and representing our people in our country. So, we are committed to diplomatic processes and dialogues, and we'd like to avoid any confrontational activities. So, ano pa rin ang linya natin? I don't think we as a nation, or even China, and all the other countries which lay claim in this countries can afford to start a war at this point in time. Nobody needs a war.
Wala pa rin na diplomatic relation.
Yeah, I think we just have to pursue this diplomatic processes.
Okay, we're talking about diplomatic processes. We're talking about the leaders who are talking, but how about the people that already there? Like, for example, the Philippine Navy and some military from China. What if will they avoid also contemplate shooting or what?
Kaya nga kinakausap natin sila, no? To remind all the people on the ground to avoid any hostilities. And we are very conscious of this as far as our people are concerned. So yung mga nagpapatrolya dyan, and even the troops that are occupying yung mga islands na kikli natin, we always remind them.
Sino yung sabi government of China na hindi talaga pinag-inform what you cannot defend? Ano bang basa ng Philippines?
I don't know what he means about that. But you know, when you historically, ang claim of ownership naman ng nations dyan sa Spratleys, you know, especially yung kalayaan ayan doon, you know. Ang kanila is, ang basis nila is discovery, you know, occupation, and their own interpretations of the provisions on clause. Diba? Yun ang basis ng lahat ng claims yan eh. So if it is natural for a country to cite certain provisions of a clause which they think will support their claim. No? So pagay natin, maliwanag naman na yung KIG is within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines, reckoned from the coastline of the coastal state. Di ba yun ang provision ng clause? So nandun yun eh.
The China is saying
Well, napakalaki ng claim ng China, and it dates back so many ancient times. Ano? So, ang pinaka-basis, nakita niyo naman kung ang basis nila. Nagtawid siya ng 7 dash line. And that's the whole of the South China Sea. So, siguro sa paniwala nila, dahil historically, nauna daw sila dun sa ilang yun, sa kanila yung ano. But I don't know kung hindi sasabihin din ng Portugal o ng Spain na kanila yung Pacific. Dahil nauna sila, nung silang unang drawing nila ng 7 gas line, sa kanila yung Pacific.
Nagsimula lang ang China tumakas sa lugar ngayon, wala na yung US bases natin dito sa Pilipinas. Nung nandito pa ang US bases sa atin, hindi pa pasok din ng mga Chinese.
Well, pwedeng ganon. It also can be traced back to the development of business. Not only as a country, but their military might, you know. Siyempre, gaya natin, wala tayong military capabilities, you know. Though, hindi, we cannot flex our muscles.
So, planning for the Lokuba, or the Philippines tayo ito, iba ko yung mga tao, ipapay ka na natin yung South China Sea to West Philippines, and the way back to
That's the direction right now, and that will be handled by the Department of Foreign Affairs. All talks with regards to specific actions are handled by the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Pero hindi conflict yun sa ating players ng yung international, yung pag-conduct na yun?
Wala naman siguro. No? In the same way that when a country produces a map and you're referring to something which is within your jurisdiction, then you can come up with the names. Like we have also adopted the names for the islands that we occupy. Remember that out of the 9 occupancies that we have, 6 are islands, 3 ang all the others, Taiwan has one island, I think. Vietnam, 9 yung ring natin. 6 islands and 3 reefs. No? Yung China, for example, occupied only the reefs, which they have developed and fortified. No? Tayo talagang island yung ino-occupy natin. And in the same way, we have also named this with the Filipino names, like Rizal, Pag-asa, of course, the biggest Pag-asa. Hindi, yung Kalayaan is the whole island group, ano? Recto is the Red Bank, eh. It's not within the Spatlis. Dito sa south yan, eh. So, yung Spatlis is west of Palawan. Ano, siyam yan. May Ayungin. Ano pa ba yung mga pangalan na yun?
Considering pa lang we have also overlapping things with Vietnam, di ba? So, yun na tanong ko, how do we figure like our overlapping in the
Kaya nga, kailangan ayusin natin naman. Pero ang kung naman natin, hindi naman tayo nagko-conflict as far as the specific island or marine feature that we are claiming. Nagkataon lang na it's a general area na nagsama-sama. Ano? In the whole Spratleys, there are 53 islets, atolls, reefs, and other marine structures. So, kung pwede kang maglagay ng sovereign marker kung tawagan, for example, yung Parola, yung lighthouse. Ang China, gumawa pa sila ng seabed marker, yung sa ilang na to lay claim to these areas. So, yun ang mga palatandaan ng ownership which you can use for purposes of forwarding your claim upon an area.
How many military forces meron tayo para this team sa barko at sa
yung mga numbers siguro hindi natin pwedeng pag-usapan yun. But it's enough to say that all islands we have troops on the ground and they maintain especially surveillance popular and wala tayong masyadong equipment, of course. We would like to see the day when we can complete yung Coast Watch system natin so that lahat ng coastlines natin nabambantayan natin.
Anong reaction ng BND sa statement kanina ni Ambassador Thomas na the US has full support to provide full support to the Philippines, even to the South China Sea?
Well, we are thankful and we appreciate the whatever declaration of support that the U.S. and our neighboring countries will openly state.
So, do you think yung NMDU is relevant for even this issue?
What do you mean by relevant now?
Kasi lumalabas na yung mga reports na US yun. Pero, so, is the ND really counting on the US people?
In fact, the MDT is there. But ang efforts natin, especially because we are supposed to be self-reliant. Yung mutual defense treaty, nandyan yan, mabuting nandyan yan. But as a sovereign nation, especially after the exit of the U.S. forces, we should be in the true sense independent and be self-reliant. Kaya nga, we embarked on the modernization program more than 15 years ago so that we can be self-reliant. Unfortunately, that program was so much delayed. So we are now under a new administration, and one of the pillars of the department, especially, and this government, is to pursue the modernization of the forces so that we can put up a respectable capability as far as safeguarding our sovereignty and preserving our territorial integrity.
Saan na po magiging impact ng statement ng mga Perdona sa
Saan?
ano yung magiging impact?
Saan?
Yung doon sa conflict sa
Na ano?
hindi mga issue Korean, especially pag pinag-uusapan natin yung mga Korean.
I don't know how the Chinese will react. But we are hopeful that that can incite further hostilities. The last thing that we would want here is to come up with any hostile action from any party, whether it's the US, China, or even in Vietnam, or all the others who have these capabilities. We know that China, Vietnam have really upgraded their capabilities. Vietnam now has so many submarines flying the area.
So with this incident, what is the DND realizing? With this incident, what do we realize?
Well, we have realized this a long time ago na talagang kulang yung capability natin. No? And we know a long time ago na nabayaan yung modernization ng AFP for one reason or another. Talagang limitado naman ang resources ng Pilipinas. So, given this situation, talagang now more than ever, we should pursue this program. Kasi nakikita naman natin and tayo ng statements na ng especially ni Senator, talagang ganyan ang tendency ng neighborhood bully ang analogy. Yung weak ang pag-iinitan.
Would serve as a deterrent to other countries from further encroaching in our territory?
Well, I don't know how the Chinese will react to this. I hope that it doesn't incite further animosities between these two big powers. Because when the elephants fight, it will be the underneath that will be trampled over. So hopefully, wala sanang adverse action or adverse situations that will develop out of this thing.
Yung PNP regime, kasi considering na 1951 nagkaroon ng treaty, isa pa ang sitwasyon na we were might be yung from 50 compared to other countries na ngayon napagpapagawa na natin parang siguro para mawala lang interest ang US at mahina na yan at baka tumakapasok yan sa treaty na yan. Hindi na natin sila mapapakinabangan.
Well, we can really review this. I think it would help if we are able to review and revisit the mutual defense treaty.
Siguro kung hindi mo na sa US, tuloy pa yung organization natin, lahat ng araw kasi lahat ng asset natin, air asset, may wala galing sa US yan.
Hindi pa naman din pwede yung suporta sa atin.
Nabawasan na, wala na dito.
Yeah, definitely.
Follow-up ng Pangano, why would you review the NPT?
Well, sinasuggest na, because of all these developments, from the time that you signed it, so many years have passed. It's a good time as any for this review.
I read this, yung sa analysis natin dati, the reason why tumasok sa NPT ang US, it's because malakas tayo sa Asia ng Taiwan. Dahil makapangyabangan nila tayo. Pero nagkaroon ng attack. So ngayon, ito yung sitwasyon, hindi na nila tayo pakingyabangan. Pero tayo kita kanina.
Well, I don't want to put any or even guess at an operation of another country entering into a treaty. But it's a general rule that any country will enter into an agreement for as long as it furthers its own interest. Diba? Hindi ka naman pumapasok dyan dahil gusto mong gwapo si Uncle Sam. Yeah, I guess that's part of it. It's part of it.
Meron na po ba policy akin po?
English lang sabi mo. Deadline time.
Submission ng report.
Wala kang lumalabas na orders eh. So, just wait. Hanggang din the orders.
Figures of
Hindi naman. Remember that in middle management man, nandyan yan eh. The only thing that you have to designate is somebody who will take over the signatory.
So for the meantime, si Secretary...
Hindi, kasi ang he's a team, no? Yung Undersecretary for Finance, material installation and modernization is Yusek Manalo. So it is under his functional supervision yung ASCOM. So logical na he takes over or he pitches in. Ganun naman ang setup natin dito eh. May kanya-kanyang functional supervision. So whether yung ASEC level or yung USEC level, unless the secretary designates somebody else, who case will answer the situation.